Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a first impression and review video. So today I'm going to be reviewing and trying out the Stila Stay All Day Foundation and Concealer. And it does come with a little brush, which I thought was quite cute. So please excuse my hair. I just got out of the shower and I couldn't really be bothered like drying it. So it's just going to air dry at the moment. And I've got some friends on my forehead at the moment because it's that time of the month and it's so annoying. It's like every time I pass that time of the month, my skin clears up and then all of a sudden we're back to that time of the month and I've got breakouts all over my forehead. At least we get to try out the coverage of the foundation today to see if it covers like redness and pimples really well. So that's the main thing. You always have to kind of try and stay positive, I guess. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. And also my skin type is oily combination. So I get a very oily T-zone area. So my forehead, my nose and my chin, which explains why I always get breakouts in these kind of areas. But everywhere else, like my cheeks and stuff, are very normal. But here it's like an oil slick all the time. So I always need to find a foundation that will hold up really long and last all day. So hopefully this foundation will do that for me today. Hoping this color is going to suit my body. If not, I can always put more tan on, so it should be fine. I'll just read a little bit about the foundation. It says an oil-free, high-definition, high-performance foundation, stays all day and delivers a flawless finish. State-of-the-art oxygen technology, leaves skin hydrated, nourished and helps prevent premature aging. It also says medium buildable coverage with a matte finish, helps minimize pores, even skin tone and diminishes the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Oxygenating ingredient has been shown to help skin breathe, help promote healthy skin and help slow down the onset of premature aging. Lasts for hours and stays all day. It's oil free and also fragrance free. And it also says a little bit about the concealer as well. It says full coverage and easily blendable, rich and creamy texture. Vitamins provide antioxidant benefits while vitamin E helps prevent premature aging, oil free and also fragrance free. So it does have a lot of claims to be quite matte, buildable, anti-aging. They did repeat that quite a lot, so hopefully that does actually work. So I'll just show you the packaging of the foundation. So this is what it looks like here. Very sleek, very long. It is about 30 mils for the foundation, but when you do take this off, the bottle does look much smaller, I think simply because the concealer's at the top here. So the concealer's just right at the top. It does look like the same color as the foundation. I'm assuming this would probably be more for blemishes rather than under eye concealer as well, because it looks quite thick as well. So I have already moisturized my face, but I'm going to prime my face now, and I'm only going to prime one half just to see if that makes any difference on how the foundation does wear. I'm going to prime this half of my face, and I'm just going to use my NYX Pore Filler Primer. I'm just going to focus this around my nose and kind of the cheek area where my pores are the biggest. I will have all the products listed down below as well. If you want to know a color of something or a color of my lipstick I'm wearing later, I will list that all down below. Okay, so I'm just opening it up and it's actually got like a little kind of spoon thing. Like it honestly looks like a spoon. I totally forgot that it didn't have a pump, but that's okay. It's similar to my Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation, but as you can see, this foundation is super thick. It is literally not going anywhere. It's not dripping anywhere. It's just staying in place. I might just dot it on my face. I don't know how much is too much, so I'll start off with a little bit and then I'll work my way up. And I'm just going to start off using a synthetic brush, which is just like a Jessup kind of kabuki brush. I'm just going to buff that in and then I'll take my Real Technique sponge and I'll just go over it just to smooth it out. Just going to take a little bit more. So this foundation is definitely like a medium coverage, but I can tell it is buildable and it feels super light on the skin. It doesn't feel heavy at all. Like it just doesn't feel like makeup, which is amazing because it's not annoying. It just feels so light. It feels like I'm wearing some kind of like tinted moisturizer or BB cream. So I really like that it feels really light on my skin. I'm just going to go ahead and do the other half of my face now. This is also the primed half of my face, so we'll see if it makes a difference. So this is what the foundation looks like after one layer. So it does match my fake tan perfectly. It definitely is a medium coverage. So I'm going to see if I can build it up a little bit. And then I'm also going to test out the concealer kind of on this area where I've got the redness and the blemishes, just to see if that kind of covers it up. I'm just going to zoom you guys in just so you can have a look at the texture of my skin with this foundation. So I can't really see a difference between the side I did prime and the side I didn't. Pretty much as smooth on each side. You can definitely see it is medium coverage because you can see kind of my freckles poking through. So I've just changed over to my sponge just to smooth out the foundation. So this is what my skin looks like now with 2 layers on my face. You can still kind of see my freckles poking through, which again, I'm not really fussed about, but if you like full coverage, maybe this foundation isn't for you. I do like it. I feel like once I put powder on and everything, it's going to cover up anyway. It's in between the medium and full coverage kind of range. It's not super full, but it is definitely medium and a little bit higher if you do build it up. I'm just going to try out the concealer now. It is super creamy. And I'm just going to put it over here where I've got this mountain on my face. So I do really like the concealer. I think it's good for those little blemishes on the face, but I probably wouldn't use it under my eyes just because it's such a creamy formula. I just feel like it's going to crease under my eyes really badly because a lot of concealers do, and ones like this just tend to move everywhere under my eyes, which is really annoying. So it doesn't look like there is any SPF in this foundation, which means you can wear it to special occasions without your face looking white in photos, but I will do a flash test later in the day just to see what it does look like with and without flash. At the moment it is 12:25 p.m. so it's pretty much midday. I'm going to finish off my makeup, so my concealer, powder, all that kind of stuff, and then I'll come back in a few hours and update you on how the foundation is going, if it's changed, if it's gone oily, if it's creasing. I'll let you guys know in a few hours. Hi guys, so I'm back. It's currently almost 3 p.m. at the moment, so I thought I would do a little check-in just to let you know how the foundation is going. At the moment I can't really tell any changes to the foundation. It hasn't moved, it hasn't gone shiny. It just looks great at the moment. It hasn't moved at all, to be honest. So it hasn't creased in my smile lines or my forehead as of yet, and it hasn't gone shiny on my nose. A little bit of foundation has come off just kind of around here, but that's because I've had a runny nose and I've been wiping my nose pretty much ever since I started doing my makeup. So I have done a flash test. So I used this camera, which is the Canon 70D, and then I also did a flash test on my iPhone. So they look very different. I wanted to do it on 2 different cameras just because flash always looks different on different cameras, and depending on the quality of the camera, it's going to look very different as well. So of course I did flash with this camera and it looked perfect. It looked smooth. It just looked beautiful, and it looked like the same color as my neck as well. And then I did it with my iPhone and the flashback was very full on. My face looked very white, but I will put the pictures on the screen right here. So I'll put like the iPhone picture and then I'll put the Canon picture, and then you can see the difference between the two. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind when you're picking a foundation. Even if it doesn't have SPF in it, depending on the camera you're using, it's going to make your makeup look totally different as well. The flash could also be affected by the powders I was using on my face, so I'm not sure if that's why, but in this camera it looks great. If you've got an expensive camera, majority of the time your makeup's going to probably look really good. So anyway, I'm going to go about my day and watch the grand final because it's footy grand final at the moment, but by the time you see this, it is probably well and done. So at the moment I'm going for the Bulldogs, so I hope they win. So I'm going to watch that, probably maybe do my hair a little bit later because I'm going to a friend's, and I'll update you then. Okay guys, so I'm back. It's currently 9:30 p.m. at the moment. So the foundation has held up quite well on my face. It has gone a little bit shiny on my T-zone, but nothing crazy. I'm just going to see if it transfers when I touch my nose. So it does transfer a little bit, but nothing too bad. So I'm not sure if you can see that, but it did transfer a little bit onto my finger. I do feel like that can be fixed with powdering and whatnot. It would definitely take the shine away straight away. It did crease a little bit around my mouth, so just around here and above here. This is what it looks like close up. Hopefully my camera is focusing properly. It did crease right here and a little bit here and just above my lip. Please excuse my lipstick coming off from today. It doesn't really look like it's creased in my forehead too bad. Maybe a little bit just here. I feel like you can rub the smile lines out a little bit though when you do that, so that's okay. It has come off a little bit around my nose as well because I've been wiping my nose. So it does transfer a little bit. It's nothing too bad. I've definitely had worse foundations. I just feel like a little bit of powder will definitely fix this. I also do feel like the prime side does look a little bit smoother just here, and this side is a little bit more enlarged, and it's also gone a little bit oilier kind of around my nose. So besides that, it doesn't look like it's really transferred anywhere. Like, it hasn't transferred off here. It's still completely on my face. On my forehead's not really shiny at all. It's only really my nose. It looks pretty good. I'm really happy with it, to be honest. I'm just going to lightly powder my face and just see what difference that makes. I'm just going to lightly put it on my nose. Just putting that little bit of powder did make a huge difference. Honestly, this foundation is still fine. Like, I could still wear it for a few more hours. It looks completely fine. So if you're someone that does have combination skin and likes kind of a medium coverage foundation, I feel like you'll really like this one. It just lasted so long on my face. I'm so impressed. I've had a lot of foundations just completely melt off, even though they're meant to be matte. So I actually did like the concealer as well. It hasn't gone oily on my face. Like, the places I put it, it hasn't gone oily or moved away, which is good. So it completely covered my blemishes. So anyway guys, I feel like there's not really much else to say about the foundation. It just honestly lasted quite well, and I feel like I'm rambling now, so I'm just going to leave it at that. So please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up because it does help me out heaps. And all my social networks are linked down below. So my Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat and Instagram is always linked down below, so make sure you go follow me on there, and I'll see you guys really soon in my next video. Bye!